Welcome back to the workshop, Handyman. We're in the shop today. We got a little project we've been asked to do on the CNC, so this is going to end up being a CNC project. We have been asked to build a, what do they call this, a wheel, a year of the wheel, by a customer. And so we've taken this image that he has sent to me, and from there I have gone into my CNC software, which I use the Carve Create, which is the free software. If you've watched any of mine or not, I've brought it over into here and I've copied it and did a trace on it, and it traced out most everything just like he had sent it. So I have already done that, and we went into my tool paths here, and we've set up all my tool paths to actually do the carving, which are these guys here. So as we highlight that, you see it's going to carve that, and then this one's going to carve. For some reason, when I transpose this in here, this little spot right here you can see in the blue did not collect with the rest of it, and I'm not really sure why. So I had to come back in, and we made a second path, and that carves that portion of it, and then we'll simply cut it out, which would be the outside edge of it, and that's going to leave us a couple of tabs to hold it in place, so I can make sure we don't mess that up. So I did this, and I'm looking at it, and it's going to take, if we're looking at this, it's 305 minutes to do the outer portion of it, just 2 minutes to do that other little part that I couldn't get otherwise, and about 27 minutes to go around there and cut it all out. So that's going to take us a little while, but that's all right. So what I did, instead of doing all that work like that in a big full-size SketchUp, to make sure it would work correctly, I went ahead and made this sample, which is a little, I don't know, I think it turned out about 6 inches instead of the size he wanted it. So we've got that one there. So he's approved of this layout, and we're going to go ahead now and make this. He wants this to be approximately a 17-inch diameter, and cut out of some nice wood, and we're just going to basically go into it and cut it down 1/8 of an inch. Well, actually, I guess it's in millimeters. So this here, what I can do with my software is I can go ahead and show a simulation on what it's going to look like, and we're going to put that on, well, for right now we're going to do MDF, just because it kind of shows it better. And if we take this, we can actually kind of see what it's going to carve. I don't know how well it's going to show, but it kind of shows the depth of the cut, not real deep. And we're not going to be doing any kind of painting or anything. He's going to take care of that. So I think this will pretty much just enlarge what we already had and should be able to carve that out. So we sent him off to find the wood that he would like to have used, and so that was a couple days ago. We've got all this approved. He likes the layout, so we're going to go ahead and look at the wood he's chosen and see what we got to do with that. Okay, this is the piece of wood he's brought me. It's got a little weathering to it. We're going to, and it's a rough cut, and it looks a little bit rough, but I think we can make it work. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can run this through the planer and see what kind of pretty wood we can make out of this. This is really much larger piece of wood than he's going to need, but we'll go ahead and get it planed down a little bit and take a couple pieces off of it. But let's see what she actually looks like when I get one side of it planed down out. Okay, it looks like we've got us a pretty piece of wood. Man, that sure does look a lot prettier once you run it through a planer and it starts showing you the real true grain of it. I've gone ahead and got that down, and I think we've figured out what we want to do with it. I've got this, I think, what we're wanting to do with him after going over it. We want to go ahead and cut these. Like I say, this is only a 17-inch diameter, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I think I got it laid out about 19 inches here. Give me a little bit of leeway. I've got 2 pieces, so we're really only going to use that much of the wood, so that's not really a whole lot. What did that? About 4 foot, I think, is what we ended up with, or less. We're going to take a little of that end off of there, so yeah, it's a little less than 4 foot. And then what we want, because it has this grade of difference in color besides the two of them, he wants to go ahead and have this color, lighter color towards the inside of it, and then it'll gradually go to the darker on the outside edges. So we'll have to come in here and trim this part of the wood off, and we'll glue this edge to this edge, these two together, and kind of mirror them, and then we'll cut it down to the right size so we can go ahead and get it in the CNC machine and see what we can make out of it. So we'll go ahead and set this up on the saw and go ahead and cut it down to a couple pieces I can use. Okay, looks like we've got my board cleaned down. We've got it sitting on the thing. I think this is all clamped and ready to go. We're kicking off the old CNC machine. I have got to download the file here. Got the one already set up here, taken in. So we're going to have a 1/4 inch end mill, it looks like, to start out. And then we'll go to our contour 30-degree V-bit after that. So that looks all good. I've got the sizes placed in it right, hopefully. And I think what I'm going to do, though, is the cutout. I can disable that, and then I'll come back and start it over again to do that last. I think other than that, I want to carve just the basics of it here, and then we'll come back and cut it out. And that way, if something needs to be changed, we can do it without having it all cut loose, except for the few tabs I've got on it. So we're going to go ahead and save this tool paths the way they are to that file. And then we have to bring up our carbide motion. And I have connected to the machine, and we have to then initialize. And that should bring us on up here to where we can put our first bit in. All right, so let's see what bit we've got on there now. We've got the V bit on there. We're going to have to take that one off, and we'll put us an 1/8 inch bit in there, but it needs to go through its startup stuff anyway, so we'll go ahead and just let it do this right now. This is basically the way it, I don't know, for some reason it always wants to do this first. And then when we get done with that, it's going to tell us to load the new file. All right, that's the initial one. So now we need to load the file, and we're going to go to that. Let me see if I can find it here. This one, 482 minutes of cutting time, it says, which is pretty close to what we've got, 531 minutes on the other screen. I don't know how well this is picking up all this information here. So one of these is doing a little bit different than the other, but we can go ahead and approximately tool number 30, 11 hours. I think that's a little bit off. think we need to make sure we've got something set up there a little different, because that seems like that's a little longer than I wanted it to be. So let me go back and look at that real quick, make sure we're good, and then we'll come back at it. All right, we've got it set up, I think, now to where it's a little bit less time. Still going to take most of a day to carve this thing because it's got a lot of detail in it. But we've got our first tool in there, which is a 1/4 inch bit, and we're going to go ahead and let it do its thing, where it's going to come over and hit our measuring block. It simply goes down, touches off on it, and then it'll come back and narrow it down to exactly what it is. I have already zeroed this bit to the workpiece, so it has already got the XY axis here in the bottom lower corner, and we've done the Z height already on it. So those two things are good, and now this is just letting the program know we're good. And so next thing it wants us to do is put our speed dial to 6, which is up here on top. Just cranking it and turn it on. Now, normally I would have the dust collector going, but I'm going to try to go ahead and capture this if this thing works. And a little bit of a time lapse. So we'll see if that works. If not, then it won't be included in the video, I reckon. So anyways, we're going to start making some noise now, and let's see it get started for the first bit. Okay, we're up and running. Okay, I think that's loud and noisy, and we're going to go ahead and see if the other one catches it. But that's the first bit. We'll catch up on a few flips in the middle, show you the progress. Okay, we've got the first bit done. It looks like it's carving it in. It's just about, I think, the depth we like it. So now we're going to have to go to a V-bit. I believe we'll go ahead and we've got to turn the spindle off, resume, and it should come over here and tell us which bit to put in next. And it does tell us insert tool number 30, which is a 30-degree V-bit. So we'll go ahead and swap that out and see if we can get this bad boy cranked back up again. Okay, we've got that all put in, the little 30-degree V-bit, and we'll hit the resume. And with that, it's going to come over, and it will now recalibrate that to what exactly 0 is on this particular bit. And then it tells us to put that on speed 5. I think we're going to turn it on down a little bit more than that. And we'll go ahead and fire it back up. A lot quieter at this speed. And then we hit resume. And if all is correct, you can get a little bit of a close-up. It's hard to catch it through this thing. So this will continue on for several hours, and we'll see what happens after that. All right, we've got this one, I think, pretty well carved out. Looks pretty good. Let's. I ended up having to get rid of my dust collector, so I don't have a way to clean all this up right now. We're replumbing that little side project. So we'll go ahead and see if we can unclamp this and see how she's looking. The only thing should be on there right now is it will be attached to the back by a couple of tabs. So we'll have to cut those loose, and then we'll do a little bit of probably touch up sanding around the edges. It looks pretty darn good though, I think. Got a little tear out there, but okay, let's see what else we got holding it down here. I think that's it. And it was pretty close to there. I think it's got a little bit on that where it didn't quite go through for whatever the reason is. But I didn't cut my board up at all. It was just about perfect on that. So my waste board is in good shape. It just barely come through. That's all right. We can trim that up a little bit. And that's what it's going to look like. So we'll go ahead and get over here with the little saw and we'll just trim that out real quick. That's going to be a fast little project. All right, we'll see what it looks like once we get that done. There are some tabs on the bottom of this that you will have to cut through. Assume that's where the tabs are. Okay, it's just about to fall out of there anyways. All right, let's see here if we can. Our tree will be like this, so that would be the top and the bottom. We'll go ahead and just hit this a little bit with some sandpaper. I think we'll call that probably good enough. We'll send that on off and let the customer go ahead and pick that up, and he's going to paint or whatever he decides to do with it. I don't know. I guess you can see that pretty good. So we'll call that another completed project. I think it's going to look all right. So what do you want it? So it trimmed out pretty good. Like I say, a little sanding, we'll be good to go. So we'll call that a good project. Thanks for checking it out. That's a good CNC project for testing my skills a little bit with this new machine. And we'll go on to another project. If you enjoyed this, please let me know with a kind like and subscribe if you haven't. Go ahead and hit the little bell on there, and that'll help you know when I post other videos. We've got several projects going on. It's springtime, so there's all kinds of handyman stuff coming up. Thanks again. We'll check with you on the next project.